Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start episode 711 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chapter 1246, Stripped Clean. What's going on here? Could it be that the divine lightning barrier set up by that supreme powerhouse has finally run out of energy? It's possible. After all, it's already struck 999 times. Maybe it's really failed. Look, Chen Yuan has already pulled out more than 10 stocks in a row, and he hasn't been struck by the purple sky divine lightning even once. Go, 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 the lightning barrier's gone. We can pick as much mind-clearing grass as we want. A saint son of the inheritance shouted excitedly. Without hesitation, he blurred into a streak of shadow and rushed into the medicinal field. He lunged toward the second stalk of mind-clearing grass. Boom! A thick bolt of purple sky divine lightning fell from the heavens, as wide as a water bucket, blasting the overly excited saint's son into ashes on the spot. In that instant, the entire field fell silent. Those who had been eager to snatch mind-clearing grass broke into cold sweat. The lightning barrier hasn't disappeared. That was close. I almost got myself killed. Then why hasn't it struck Chen Yuan? It's already struck 999 times. Maybe it just can't do any more. Even the barrier might have given up. If it keeps striking him, it's basically helping him temper his body. What a waste of energy. Brother Yuan's undying defense. Even the purple sky divine lightning has given up on it. The saint's sons Shangqiu and Hoya exchanged glances, inwardly filled with respect. Long Yan's expression turned openly love-struck. Chen Yuan almost laughed aloud. No one else could pick them, but he alone could. You want to be struck, it won't strike you. You don't want to be struck, and it insists on striking you. Wasn't this the very definition of bullying the weak and fearing the strong? Then, Chen Yuan committed an act that made everyone's jaws drop. He actually became even more brazen and began bulldozing his way through the field, uprooting grass without pause. The entire medicinal garden, nearly 8,000 stalks of mind-clearing grass, was stripped bare by him. Not a single stalk remained. Some prodigies who had just crossed the river and landed could only stare, dumbfounded. It was sheer madness, like eating all the meat and not even leaving the soup for others. Still, it was obvious that Chen Yuan was not entirely without a sense of Jianghu fairness. He wouldn't really leave others with no chance at all. Ahem, everyone, the mind-clearing grass is for sale. If you still want some, bring out items of equal value for exchange. Chen Yuan set up a stall on the spot, shouting loudly. Lord Chen Yuan, I want 5 stocks. I'm willing to trade 5 soul gems for them, said a saint's son in a black robe. At those words, everyone sucked in a breath. Soul gems? Their rarity is no less than mind-clearing grass. A soul gem is one of the universe's rare treasures, containing immense soul energy. For cultivators of spiritual force, it greatly boosts mental power. Even for those who aren't, it can strengthen the soul. If you meet a mental force cultivator, 1 gem for 2, or even 3 stocks would still be worth it. Clearly, Chen Yuan isn't a mental force cultivator, so soul gems aren't of great use to him. Saint Sun Haohan must have known that and offered 1 for 1. Deal. Chen Yuan nodded and casually tossed over 5 stocks. Naturally, the other party didn't dare renege. No Saint Sun present would dare cross someone the purple sky divine lightning itself couldn't harm. Saint Sun Hoya handed over 5 soul gems without delay. Brother Yuan, I'd like to exchange for 2 stocks as well. This is Infinite Thunderflame, ranked 332 on the Cosmic Exotic Flame list. Although the rank is low, those who master it can comprehend both fire and thunder laws to 100% of the first layer. In such hands, its power becomes terrifying. The stronger the opponent, the stronger it burns. Saint Sun Hoya had obtained this flame 1,000 years ago, but he was naturally unsuited for thunder laws. Infinite Thunder Flame clashed with his natal flame, making it impossible to refine. A cosmic divine flame unsuited to oneself was useless, better to trade it. And with 3 stalks of mind-clearing grass, his comprehension of the domain divine steel would advance far faster. Once he mastered the first layer to perfection, he could open the gate of space and enter the 5th Holy Land for greater opportunities. A good trade indeed. Brother Hoya, Infinite Thunder Flame is far more valuable to me than mind-clearing grass. I'll give you 5 stalks for it." Chen Yuan smiled warmly and pushed the stalks toward him. Hoya was faintly moved. "Brother Yuan, I will remember this favor for life." I also want to trade for 2 stalks," said Hualinger as she walked over, face expressionless. She was about to take out her treasures when Chen Yuan directly handed her a stalk containing the heart of the spirit grass. "For you. This is a 200,000-year-old mind-clearing grass. Its heart of the spirit grass is fully mature and can greatly improve talent and comprehension." The moment Chen Yuan revealed it, every saint's son present gasped. If I'm not mistaken, out of the 8,000 stalks Chen Yuan picked, only 5 had hearts of the spirit grass. These can permanently improve talent, a godly herb fundamentally different from ordinary mind-clearing grass. Its value is beyond measure. Improving talent determines a prodigy's future achievements. I wouldn't trade it even for a level 6 civilization artifact. He's so biased. If he's not into the fire spirit goddess, I'll eat my boots upside down. Exactly, the flirting is too obvious. Hualinger's face flushed slightly. Are you sure? I can't possibly bring out something of equal value. Even if I had it, I wouldn't be willing to trade. No problem. If you don't have it now, just owe me. If you find something of equal value in the future, you can give it to me then, Chen Yuan said casually. Hualinger fell silent. She truly wanted it. A herb that could permanently raise talent was priceless. But she didn't want to owe Chen Yuan a favor. Fine. I'll trade you this cultivation art, the Chaos Divine Fire Art. She gritted her teeth, revealing her natal supreme technique. Clearly, its value exceeded that of the herb. But Chen Yuan had no interest in it at all. Chapter 1247. What right do you have to be jealous? But, how about this? You use the 2 sunfire essences in your hand to trade with me instead. Chen Yuan pointed to the 2 fiery crystals in Hualinger's palm. She had originally planned to use those 2 sunfire essences to exchange with Chen Yuan for 2 ordinary bright heart grasses. But who could have expected that Chen Yuan would take out a heart of spirit grass that was 200,000 years old? The value of the 2 sunfire essences couldn't even begin to compare. The most valuable things she had were the Chaos Divine Fire Art and the 9 Heavens Profound Fire. The 9 Heavens Profound Fire was her innate life flame, so of course she couldn't possibly trade it. As for the Chaos Divine Fire Art, she was also reluctant to part with it. Still, some sacrifices had to be made. Yet to her surprise, Chen Yuan actually refused. He had no intention of taking advantage of her. Rejecting an absolute top-tier technique like the Chaos Divine Fire Art and only asking for the Sunfire Essences? Was his head caught in a door or something? Are you sure? Sunfire Essence can indeed strengthen one's innate life flame, but its value is nowhere near that of the Chaos Divine Fire Art. And I know you already possess the Thousand Sister Divine Fire, the Eternal Flame, and the Infinite Thunder Fire, 3 types of cosmic divine fires. Coupled with your flame affinity that surpasses even flame god venerables, if you cultivated the Chaos Divine Fire Art, the power of your flames would completely erupt, increasing by more than 10-fold in a short time. Hualinger warned seriously. I'm sure, Chen Yuan replied firmly. The Chaos Divine Fire Art is of extraordinary significance to you, while I'm only offering a single heart of spirit grass. How could I take such a huge advantage of you? The 2 Sunfire Essences are already more than enough. If you feel you still owe me, you can repay me with an item of equal value later. There's no need to trade away your trump card. Righteous words. The thousands of elite prodigies present were all moved by his stance. Everyone knew that with such an exchange, Chen Yuan was taking a major loss. He doesn't want the Chaos Divine Fire Art? Only 2 Sunfire Essences? I have no idea what he's thinking. This is completely backwards. Don't you see? Chen Yuan is clearly trying to get on Hualinger's good side. Isn't it obvious he's trying to court her? But isn't Hualinger the childhood sweetheart of the mixed origin Holy Sun? He dares to dig at the Holy Sun's corner? The crowd murmured and pointed fingers. Hualinger seemed to catch on to Chen Yuan's intentions as well, and her favorability toward him actually dropped rather than rose. This was just too much blatant simping. If Chen Yuan truly had such thoughts, it would be better to make him give up early. After all, her heart only had room for her brother Han Yuan. Hualinger, Favorability -5. Current favorability 65 points. Alright then, we'll do as you say. Consider it that I, Huolinger, owe you a favor today. In the future, I will repay you with a treasure of equal value. But I hope you understand. Our relationship will only ever be that of ordinary friends. There is no possibility of anything further. And since you already have the Star Moon Saintess, I hope you won't be fickle. Cherish what you already have. She completed the trade and made her stance clear right then and there. She expected Chen Yuan to feel awkward, embarrassed, maybe even ashamed. But he didn't. His gaze remained calm, accepting it with ease. His thick skin was truly impenetrable, impervious to blades, bullets, and fire alike. After all, he'd done even more shameless things in the past. Being rejected face to face? That was nothing. Only those proud geniuses with sky-high self-esteem would be crushed by something so minor. You're right, Chen Yuan admitted with a shrug. I do have some goodwill toward you, but it's mostly because you look a lot like a friend of mine. Maybe that's why I feel a bit of closeness toward you. Even in front of Lan Xingyue, he said the same thing. Indeed, I also think Huolinger looks very much like Big Brother Yan Feng's younger sister. The first time I saw her, I almost mistook her for her, Lan Xingyue said in slight amazement. One person looking similar was one thing, but even their life aura was so alike. If it weren't for the obvious gap in cultivation, Lan Xingyue might have believed they were twins. Someone who looks like me? Huolinger frowned slightly. She had thought that was just Chen Yuan's excuse to strike up a conversation with her. Who knew even Lan Xingyue would say the same thing? Of course it's true. Her name is Yin Xiaowu. She should have already entered the Earth Qian Galaxy Academy by now. She's 1,999 years old and has extremely high flame talent as well, though compared to you, she's still lacking. She is yet to break through to the star system level, and thus failed to obtain a Saint's Son inheritance slot, Lan Xingyue explained in detail, even naming names and giving specifics. With that much detail, the chance of lying was slim. It would be easy enough to verify. Huolinger fell into deep thought. Could she actually have a twin sister? But she was certain she was an only child. Could her mother have been hiding the truth from her all along? Here, Xingyue, this one is a 300,000-year-old heart of spirit grass. After you consume it, your talent and comprehension will improve dramatically. Chen Yuan said calmly, taking out an even older, richer, and more spiritually potent bright heart grass. Without hesitation, he handed it to Lan Xingyue. The pale golden halo around it spread a full 3 meters outward. The immense spiritual radiance felt like it could spark evolution at any moment. And he was just giving it away? Without even a hint of heartache? Chen Yuan, I can't accept it. You've already risked your life for me multiple times. I don't deserve a heart of spirit grass that's 300,000 years old. I have nothing to give you in return. Lan Xingyue said firmly. She truly felt she already owed him too much. How could she accept even more? Silly girl, you've given me far more than you realize. Take it. If you don't, I'll be angry. Don't be angry. At this point, Lan Xingyue was basically hanging on his every word, her whole demeanor that of someone utterly devoted. Whatever Chen Yuan said was what she would follow. She knew very well that Chen Yuan might seem domineering, but everything he did was for her sake. With Chen Yuan's peerless talent, even though she had obtained a venerable inheritance, she still struggled to keep up. Over time, the gap between them would only widen. To prevent her from falling too far behind, Chen Yuan had given her the only 300,000-year-old bright heart grass. It was the oldest and largest in the entire medicine garden. He hadn't kept it for himself. He'd saved it for her. Such feelings. There was no selfishness in them at all, only complete sincerity. Before, when Chen Yuan had been intentionally showing goodwill toward Huolinger, Lan Xingyue had felt a bit uncomfortable. But now, all of that unpleasantness vanished in an instant. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.